Like something out of science fiction, these weapons travel so fast that they challenge the laws of physics.
We define hypersonics as going as Mach 5 or above. Mach 1 is speed of sound, so it's going 5 times the speed of sound, at least, or above.
And this is making many countries nervous.
These new hypersonic missiles, they are very fast but also maneuverable, and they fly on an unpredictable path. So they're very difficult to defend against, and they're very difficult to determine what target they're going after until the last few seconds or so.
Hypersonic missiles like these are changing the way that countries look at war. Capable of flying at speeds of Mach 5 to Mach 10, it is estimated that these missiles can travel roughly 1,800 to 2,500 kilometers and can be armed with either a conventional or a nuclear warhead. Countries with suspected hypersonic missile programs include the US, North Korea, China, and Russia. Russia claimed it carried out a successful test launch of its Zircon hypersonic cruise missile in November, with deliveries of the missile to its navy and entry into service expected as early as next year. But Russia isn't the only country working with hypersonics. China displayed its DF-17 hypersonic missile in a military parade in 2019, but little is known about the extent of its capabilities. The US has made similar advancements in hypersonics, but in areas such as space exploration and civil aviation, and has yet to apply it to a military function.
There's a limit to how far we can go speaking publicly about certain capabilities, but it's in the budget. You can read it for yourself. Our own pursuit of hypersonic capabilities is real. It's tangible, and we are absolutely working towards being able to develop that capability.
It appears a hypersonic arms race is underway, and the Biden administration is pushing to fund hypersonic-related research in their budget for next year.
From a technology point of view, I still think that the United States does have a big advantage. However, I will say that it appears that China and Russia has beat the US in terms of deploying these missiles. But the US is not far behind.
In terms of defending against such an attack, hypersonic missiles presents a new challenge. Compared to a ballistic missile that flies high up and takes a longer time to come back into Earth's atmosphere, hypersonic missiles fly lower and make it difficult for defense systems to intercept the coming threat.
Weapons. Engage Los Angeles with 2 GBIs, one from Fort Greely and one from Vandenberg.
Director, threat to Los Angeles, engaged.
Missile defense simulations like this are preparing for the worst. If such a strike was carried out, countries around the world would have little time to react. So what does that mean for Taiwan? Well, analysts say that one possibility is China using hypersonic missiles in the initial stages of a war, especially against nations that may come to Taiwan's aid.
It's going to push them back potentially, a couple of thousand kilometers or so, because they don't want to be within the range of these DF-17s. There could be some challenges for Taiwan if there are any air missile defenses where the Chinese might be able to use these hypersonic missiles to defeat air defenses.
This year, Taiwan has boosted its defense spending and made a push to upgrade its arsenal. There are questions whether Taiwan, or any country for that matter, would be able to stop a hypersonic strike. But what is certain is that revelations of China's and Russia's weapons capabilities are a wake-up call for the US. Kamashu and Jaime Ocon for TaiwanPlus.